Alright, what's good, y'all? So we got the next video in the Building a Brand series. Today is a pretty big day. We got the first samples in that we put in for a couple episodes ago. The sample for the denim and the sample for the white tee. So I'm basically just going to be going over these today, trying them on, showing y'all what the manufacturer did and did not get right, what I want to change about them, and just the next steps moving forward. I'll start with the tee just because I'm kind of I'm really excited about the denim and I'm not as excited about the tee. This is the tee. Again, I'll try it on in a second, but it came out fine. Off first glance, like this fabric, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this fabric like seems to like be pilling almost, which is like not good, you know what I'm saying? Because you want your fabric to like, you don't want your fabric to pill, but like if it would, like that's usually after you've worn it a lot. But I don't know, just the texture for this fabric is just really weird. I don't know if y'all can see that like pilling on there, but I feel like it's definitely there. But this fabric does feel really soft, so I do like the feel of the fabric, but I'm like, maybe we just gotta, maybe that's how the fabric is and that's why it's soft, or maybe we just got a bad batch of the fabric, and if we ran another one back, it would have that same soft feel but not be pilling already. But yeah, that's really my only concern with this tee. I think that in terms of construction, you know what I'm saying, like in terms of what I was going for, you know what I'm saying, the design with the, you know what I'm saying, it looks, they definitely got it, like they hit it on the head, but it does like cause the fabric here to, I don't know if y'all can tell, it does cause the fabric here in the middle to like scrunch up a little bit. Like, yeah, I don't know if you can see it right there. It just I feel like it shapes the tee weird. Like it doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look like the fabric was made to have this in there, if that makes sense. Like it looks like it's shaping the fabric a little bit weird by having this design on there. But yeah, again, maybe that's just a thing specific to this tee. Maybe once they, you know what I'm saying, do it right, do it a couple times, it would be better off. But yeah, I'll get into the fit later, because the fit is really where I have the my main like discrepancies with this. Right, so now we got the more exciting sample to talk about. We have the denim, bro. Just firstly, again, off fabric, off feel, like sometimes I forget how nice it is to like have real clothes, real tangible things, because like they feel really good. I think the fabric was a great choice. I'll try and hold them up for y'all so y'all can see, but yeah, here we go. Again, I'll try everything on in a second, and maybe I'll give you like some on the ground footage as well, so y'all can really see what's going on. But overall, I was just very excited to have these in hand, and they look like amazing just off first glance. I think that they hit pretty much the main ideas of the design, obviously, you know what I'm saying, being the curves, and obviously being the wash and the back pocket. I think those three things being the main idea of the design, they did hit. You'll see like the wash, it was, I don't know, it was just kind of hard for me to like articulate it in the tech pack, because when I would do it, I didn't want to like blast it out and make it like completely white at the lightest point, but I wanted this point, like this circle, to be super light, and then I wanted it to get darker as it goes out. And you'll see like the circle is kind of like the regular color, but it is washed here and then it's darker. So overall, that's what I was thinking. Overall, it basically looks exactly like the tech pack, so I don't really blame them for that. That's on me. Like, I should have articulated that a little bit better. But they got the overall idea of the wash just being contained within this, right? And then there's, you know what I'm saying, some accents where it's like a little fades or whatever, but they got that main idea down, which is good. That's good. They got the back pocket down. I was really pleased with the back pockets as well. They look beautiful, and they're big, they're fat, they're chunky, like and just overall as a pair of denim, they're big, they're fat, they're chunky. So yeah, I was really pleased with all of that. And then nothing crazy on like the hardware, like the belts and everything. And the yoke looks nice too. I haven't even noticed that. The yoke looks nice and curved as well, and the belt loops as well. The belt loops, they're just regular, like they're just wide, but I feel like they're a bit wider because of that navy stitching. They look nice. So I feel like they're straight, not like the pointy regular ones, which is what I like. But yeah, so what they did not get, and what they did not get were more like technical things in terms of just the way that I wanted them to fit, or the way that I wanted them to feel more so than fit. But the main thing that, if y'all watched my original video when I sampled like the very first pair, y'all know that my main point about those was the pockets. I have this one pair of denim. I can show y'all the difference. Okay, so this pair of denim is one of my favorite pairs of jeans, but like strictly because of how it fits in this entire hip area. You've probably seen me talk about this fucking pair of denim before on this channel. Because like, bro, like you see the pockets, like you just, when you have them on, when you're just wearing them, you just whoop, and you just, you just whoop, and you just chilling, like you can just and relax. You can really just relax into these, and I love that about these, and I wanted to incorporate that in my own pair, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted the pockets to be about, you know what I'm saying, about deeper, and I did obviously put that in the tech pack, and I even I put a picture of these, referenced these as well, put the measurements in there, and they just didn't do that. They just did regular pockets. So it's not like you know what I'm saying, it's just harder to get your hand. Everybody knows jeans pockets, it's just hard to get your hand in there. It's hard to like really use them as pockets because you gotta like fiddle and fight to get your hand in there. So yeah, that was something that I definitely wanted that they did not get, even though I did put in the tech pack for that. You can visibly see the difference between that. But honestly, like I think the reason that they did it was because I wanted this point to be at the middle of the knee, and I think for it to line up, for this to be at the middle of the knee and for it to be proportionate, I think that they weren't able to bring this down as much, because if you bring this down, this whole shape starts at the bottom of the pocket. So if you bring the pocket down a whole bunch, then the shape starts here, and then it's not gonna be at the middle of the knee because, you know what I'm saying, you brought the whole thing down. So I'm kind of glad they did that, just so that point is directly at the middle of the knee. But also I do wonder what it would have looked like had they just brought the pocket down and then just still made it proportional, but not like proportional in terms of symmetrical from the knee, because this is as big as this, instead of it being like shrunk or something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the reason why they did it, or why they didn't do it, I guess, more so. But yeah, obviously I don't really know for sure. Maybe they just like were looking at that shit and they was like, nah, we're not gonna do that shit. But yeah, with that being said, I'm overall really pleased with these. I'm gonna try everything on now and talk about the fits of everything, and then after I try everything on, I'll let y'all know the next steps for, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. Hey y'all, so these are the jeans on, bro. Like, talk about it. Like, I don't know, I think that these fit genuinely perfectly. I think that I nailed it on the measurements with these. I think that, like, I don't know, I genuinely am really surprised with myself that I got the measurements down. I mean, again, if y'all watched the episode in which I made the tech pack for these, y'all saw me like being so particular about the fit for these. So I'm really glad that they ended up coming out, but I genuinely did not know if the measurements were gonna come out anything like what I wanted or anything like what I was envisioning. But I feel like they came out perfectly. I feel like they fit me perfectly. Like, you see, they fall right at the floor, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, like, they fit here perfectly, which was something that was really big about the first sample, because the first sample didn't fit in this area at all. So there's definitely a lot of room in the hips. I can like comfortably use my back pockets. Again, I can't really comfortably use these pockets, but that's like every jeans. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because if I had these on, you know what I'm saying, it should be like, you know what I'm saying? But like, these are like, but yeah, so that's literally the only thing that they really didn't get about this sample. Other than that, I'm insanely pleased with the fit. I think that when I had first seen them too, a thing that I was concerned about was like when they were flat, like this line is damn near straight, you know what I'm saying? Because it's sewn straight, but it makes sense because once you put them on, it curves because your body curves, because that's how, you know what I'm saying, that's how things work. Because it's going from 2D to 3D. So of course, once it's put on, the body, it's gonna curve. So I was worried about that when I just had seen like the picture that the manufacturer had originally sent of them. But seeing them on body, I'm like, oh wow, they look pretty much exactly like what I was going for. And that almost never happens. Like, you almost never make something exactly like what's in your mind. So again, very pleased with these. very happy with these for sure. Crazy fit. I feel like they fit really well. I feel like they fit exactly how I was going for. Okay, so this is the tee. I have worn this and washed it. Basically, I got these samples in, and then the next day I was going out of town, so I was like, okay, let's go out of town. I took them with me, so I came back and I washed them, and now I'm recording this video. So that's why it's like a little bit wrinkly. This basically fits smaller than it was when I originally got it, and when I originally got it, it was already too small, so I'm not necessarily happy with that. If y'all watched the original, again, if y'all watched when I was making the tech packs and y'all saw the tees that I was referencing, and I was like, I want to go for basically this exact fit. I just want it to be just a teeny eensy bit smaller. You can tell like this is not what I was going for at all. That being said, I'm kind of glad that it did come out this way, because I did want to make like a baby tee version that kind of fits like this. Sometime in the future, I think I want to make something like that. But again, that's not what I was going for this. I was going for something very relaxed, very just calm, very like, very just like, you put it on and you got a lot of loose, you got a lot of room to move in it, you know what I'm saying? It's not too restricting. And this isn't necessarily restricting, but it's obviously very cropped. It's very small. You know what I'm saying? This is very small. This is what I would want it to look like if I was wearing like an extra small, but I want to be wearing a medium, if that makes sense. Or like a large damn near, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like if you imagine this in like a medium or a large, that's more so what I was going for. In terms of this sample, in terms of the denim sample, bro, like really a 9 out of 10. Again, when I first got them in, when I had first seen the pictures, I was like, they didn't get, you know what I'm saying? But after like having them on, after putting them on, I feel really good in them. They feel really comfortable. This is my best fitting pair of jeans, which is crazy to say when I've been making jeans for like the last 2-3 years. That like I'm just now getting a best fitting pair of jeans. But yeah, this is definitely my best fitting pair of jeans, which makes sense because all the measurements were fucking tailored to me. But yeah, so this sample, honestly, a 9 out of 10 for sure. The only thing is the pockets. If the pockets had been done and I could just move in there, that would be really cool. But yeah, this sample, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I think that it told me everything it needed to tell me. I think that it served its purpose. But like obviously it could have came out better in terms of like the fit and I feel like the fabric as well. Had those two things been accomplished, I think we'd be having a different story. But again, like it was still, I rated it so high because it was still productive and it still told me what I was going for when I had put in for the sample. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, so with all that being said, that is literally pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show y'all what we got in, update y'all, and just give y'all my thoughts on the pieces. So yeah, so next steps for the process. So my original plan was, again, like I've been trying to get this sample in for forever now because I really want to get the bulk for this denim so that I can start the campaign and we can just start the next steps for the denim. So luckily the sample came out damn near perfect. I'd say the sample came out pretty much as good as it could have for I feel like this sample came out pretty much really well, especially for a first sample run. So I'm really grateful that it did because again, usually things take multiple iterations like this tee is gonna take, you know what I'm saying? However, I feel like this denim came out really well and I'm very pleased with this denim. So the next steps, I'm gonna put in for the bulk. The minimum is 15, so I'm gonna put in for 15 pairs. And basically like all of those pairs are going out to my homies, going out to people who I just know wear my shit, will support my shit, they fuck with my shit. Again, luckily, like I'm not starting completely from scratch because I do have these connections from when I was doing the brand in past years. And I do have people that I've just worked with in the creative scene as well. So luckily I kind of already have people who I know will support my stuff and be behind my stuff as well. And I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, basically like the plan is literally just to lean on those people damn near. Not lean for it, but the plan is to use those people and to create a community and to create hella content. So basically, as of right now, nothing is solidified, but I'm gonna put in for the bulk of 15. As soon as I get that in hand, I'm gonna send 5 pairs off to my homies who I know will wear my stuff. I'm gonna send 5 pairs off to my homies that aren't in Dallas. that I know will wear my stuff, that I know will promote my stuff, that I know if anybody asks, they're gonna be like, yeah, this is da-da-da-da. I'll pull up my Instagram, you know what I'm saying, give them the website, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. And then the other 10 pairs are gonna stay here in Dallas, go to my friends, and my plan is to just shoot one big campaign with all 10 of them. I don't know how that's, I still gotta, you know what I'm saying, work out the ideas and obviously all of that, but that would ideally be the next step, is to shoot one real campaign for real, like go plan it out, shoot film, shoot photography, shoot BTS, shoot everything, shoot the denim, shoot everything, like a real fully fledged campaign with everyone, like all 10 of them, and then kind of after that do kind of like a one-on-one with everybody, where like one day I take, you know what I'm saying, this person and we go make content over here, and then the next day I take this person, we go make like TikToks and shit over here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just content. That content wouldn't be as serious as the campaign. It would be more, you know what I'm saying, more fun, get to see the personality of the people, get to see, yeah, but it's really just to create like that social proof, just to create like, this denim is real and it exists in the real world, rather than just, you know what I'm saying, like posting a couple pictures and be like, my shit, come fuck with my shit or some shit. I don't know, but I'm being stupid. But yeah, that's basically the next plan. That's basically the next idea. That's basically the next steps for the denim. In terms of this tee, again, like this tee won't ever be a product. Well, not won't ever, I will say, but it will not be a product. I'm not planning on this tee being a product. The only reason I made this tee was low-key because I wanted just a blank white tee in this design for myself, but also because, again, I wanted to see the fabric and I wanted to see the fit. But the next step in this tee's journey, I guess, is to make the Blue Hour tee. I'm gonna make the tech pack for all that, and I'm gonna adjust everything that's on this to that. So I'm gonna adjust the fit, and I'm gonna take the Blue Hour tee and make a tech pack with those adjusted measurements, and then send that out. And then that will be the next step. And then because that will be the next item dropping for my brand, that is the next item I'm focusing on now that we got the denim all in hand, all good to go, all ready to put in for the bulk. So yeah, but with that being said, that is everything for this video. I just wanted to show y'all the samples, show y'all everything we got in hand, and talk about the next steps. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just tune along for the ride, see where we go from here. The next videos in this series should be pretty entertaining. We'll have videos like the campaign, and then again, more samples, more tech packs, more everything. So yeah, so stay tuned, and I appreciate anybody who's watched this far. It means a lot to me, and thank you, and I hope y'all have a good day.